Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. Are you ready for your next leadership opportunity with MAPS coaches Vasha Chevalier and Dennis Russell? Please note this meeting is being recorded and will be available within 24 hours on the MAPS Group YouTube channel. You may access the recording from the YouTube channel, and we will send that in a confirmation email shortly. Currently, everyone's on mute. We do value your participation, so we ask that if you have any questions for your coach, please type them into the chat box below and they will be addressed throughout the webinar. Following this meeting, if you have any questions about today's call or our coaching programs, please email us at fasttrack@kw.com. That is fasttrack@kw.com. And that's all for me, coaches. Take it away.
Rodrigo, you do such a great job with that, man. Thank you so much for getting everybody hyped because we are going to have an amazing time right now. I want to say thank you, everybody, for joining us today to get more information about LEAD, learn the pathway to KW leadership, and specifically today, as Rodrigo said, we're going to be talking about, are you ready for your next opportunity? Think about that for a minute. Are you ready for your next opportunity? So in answering that question, what we're going to do today is we're going to break down the benefits of this program. Things that leaders have in common in terms of how they think, how things are showing up in their lives. And also the type of thought process, really dig deep. What thought process do successful leaders have? And obviously, you must have at least a little piece of that already because you're here. If you didn't have some thought process of what leadership is like, you wouldn't even be here. So thank you guys so much for being here. Now, today, this is just talk, real talk. We're not going to formally present, even though I know I'm in a cool, smooth jacket. We're not doing any presentation, stuff like that. We're just talking. All right. We're just having a conversation. So we're really going to dive deep once again into how does this impact your life? That's what this course is about. And how you can use this course to go wherever you want to go in the Keller Williams ecosystem. And it'll help you begin your leadership journey. I'm MAPS coach Dennis Russell, and I'm joined today by my co-coach, my co-author, my co-pilot, MAPS coach Vasha Chevalier, who will be talking here in a moment. We have a third coach. She's got some personal things going on, so keep her in your thoughts and prayers. Amina Blake Phone. We want to make sure we let you know about our special guest, Power. So let's get started with our roundtable discussion. Look, I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about this. See the passion just oozing out. So just want to say, let's get ready to have our roundtable discussion. So the big question, obviously, is why should I take this course? Seriously, why should I invest my time, my money, my energy in this course right now, today? And I know Vasha's got some great stuff to talk about on this subject. So Vasha?
Absolutely. So let's talk about what we know about successful leaders. Number one, we know that leaders, they invest in coaching and are continuously moving from E to P, from that entrepreneurial to purposeful, being intentional. And when we think about that E to P, Gary talks about this all the time. Why is that important for ourselves as agents and leaders? Number one, our leaders, they have to accelerate time and productivity and success. They have to accelerate that. And then they also have to accelerate the development and impact of high potential leaders. So accelerating your development. And then we have to also prevent those leaders from failing because they aren't working well with their boss, their peers, their direct reports. So it's important that they invest in coaching. Everyone needs a coach. An agent needs a coach, and so does a leader. Now, another thing is leaders lead by example. They know the way, they show the way, and they go the way. Leading by example can increase trust and team engagement. Think about this. The people you manage, they pay a lot of attention to what you say and what you do. Now, if you're going to just do this and say that and you're inconsistent, that inconsistency can lead to frustration and lack of trust. So it's important to lead by example. See, the thing is, you have to be one way even when people aren't watching. That's integrity. Now, we know that leaders are also influencers. Dennis, let's talk about that. How are leaders influencers?
Hey, Vasha, thank you so much. Before we do that, Vasha, I'm going to take the hit on this because I didn't give you a proper introduction. I don't think people understand the celebrity and the all-star caliber of leaders they have on this call. So I think you should tell them a little teeny bit about, and I know I'm good friends with you. I know you have, 5 hours worth of accomplishments and everything like that because you are that impressive. You think you can nail it down to maybe a minute or so of some of the reasons, why you even got involved in this? I mean, because you're one of the co-authors of this. Actually, even though we're co-authors, this vision was actually yours.
Well, thank you, Dennis, for that. So just a little bit about me. I am not just a MAPS coach for group. I'm also a MAPS bold coach. And earlier in my career, I knew that I wanted to be a leader. I knew I desired to be a leader. My grandparents raised me to be a leader. And I wanted to move up in this company. And I had all kind of doors closing. I didn't know how to find these opportunities. Nobody was telling me about these opportunities. It was kind of like the Who You Know Club. And I had to think fast of how can I create something to give me equity, something to give me an opportunity. So creating a seat at the table, finding out how to get involved. And so I reached out to Dennis and I said, you know what, Dennis, if the doors are going to keep closing, I'm just going to open up a new door. I'm going to create my own door. And that's how Lead was born. And so our drive and force is to make sure that we show everybody all of the available opportunities within KW and how to go about getting them. So you no longer have to say, where do I start? This is the place you start.
That's right. I'm sorry. I gotta say some stuff about you because that wasn't enough for me. I know there's some other valuable tools. See, you're so humble. See that? I'm gonna get to that. Leaders are humble. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. However, look, Vasha, I know you're humble. Look, you guys, let me tell you who you're learning from right here. Not only is she a bold coach and a MAPS group coach and the creator, like I said, the co-author and really the visionary of this course right here, she's also a mega agent that not only has a mega team in Houston, she's got an expansion team in New Orleans. So this is somebody who really understands about leadership. So now as I flow into leaders being influencers, that's what, I mean, she's a great example. She influenced me. She influenced this whole course. When we talk about leaders being influencers, you can see it in everything they do. And what does that mean? When you're looking at a leader, when you're watching them, there's some people following them. Because as a leader, if you're just walking and you're the only one walking, then you're just taking a walk. Okay? When you have people following you, that's when you're leading. And leadership is all about influence, 100%. No more, no less. The bottom line, leadership influence. They are two peas of the pod, what's it called? One side, two sides of the same coin, whatever it's called. Leadership and influence go hand in hand because as you become more and more of a leader, more and more people are willing to follow you just because of who you are, because you're influencing them in a way that they're saying, you know what? If I follow Vasha, I know that where she's going and where I'm going are matching up. And if she goes, I just follow her path, I'm going to end up where I want to go. So that's why it's so important to remember how influential leaders are and that leadership is influence. And within Keller Williams, we specifically know that leaders follow the Y4C2Ts, emphasizing the E and the S, equity and success, right? Because once again, if you're following somebody, you want to know that you're going to be successful. Why are you going to follow them if you're not going to be successful? That's silly. That makes no sense. So you're emphasizing that successful piece to know that I am going to get where I need to go because that person that I'm following knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. See how I just threw that out? We love that little phrase. So because if you do that, like I said, then you know someone's following success. And the E in terms of equity. Why is that so important for leadership within Keller Williams in particular? Because we're making sure that all opportunities within KW are open for everyone. I love what Vasha said, and the reason why I wanted her to tell her story is because, like a lot of people, when she first started, she saw these things and she was like, well, what else is there? How do I get there? So the opportunities were there. It's just if you don't know what's out there, how do you know to even go there? And when you realize that this company is designed to make sure that everybody gets an opportunity, equity for all, equality for all, then you know that there is no position in Keller Williams that you cannot attain if you put your mind to it.
And you know what, Dennis? Something that you just said, it really struck home with me. And the opportunities are there. We don't know how to find them oftentimes. The question to ask ourselves are we even telling people we're interested in these opportunities? Because if you don't tell people you're interested in them, then they're not going to know that you desire to be in a leadership role. So it's important to write that goal down and go tell somebody about it and keep telling people about it. Keep telling people about it. The more you tell people about it, the more they'll remember you. It's that stickiness, right? That stickiness, because you're that passionate that you just keep singing it from the rooftops. So I love that. And then it's another thing is you were talking about that influence. They have that proven track record, right? They have that proven track record. And that's so important, is to have someone who's actually walked the mile and they've shown you the results. And that influences you and encourages you to say, you know what, I'm following that person because they have walked the mile that I desire to walk. So thank you for really, really sharing that. And another thing is, leaders take responsibility in all outcomes and give credit to the team for the win. So Dennis, tell us your thoughts on that.
Well, I mean, it's so self-explanatory. When you're the leader and you're taking responsibility, people are, once again, if you have that influence, they're looking to you to get them to have their success. So if something doesn't go right and you've done it before, that's on the leader. And we as leaders have to be willing to accept that responsibility. That's the difference in having a title and being a leader. Title means, okay, yeah, they got the title. However, when you're a leader, that's when you're able to say, you know what? I'm going to be responsible for us accomplishing that goal. If a situation comes up and a circumstance comes up, we're going to work together so that we can actually still become successful. And as you're successful as the leader, what are you doing? You're giving credit to your team members. You're giving credit to everybody that's in there doing the work, the people that have the boots on the ground, that are actually, the ones that are really in the trenches.
Yeah.
It's one of the great things. When you look at great teams, great successful teams in sports, and sports is easy to see. The best leaders, what do? They instantly give recognition. Like in football, because of my offensive line, if they didn't make that block, I wouldn't have been able to have time to make the pass. It's, the guy caught the pass and he juked that guy and he ran for the touchdown. So you've got to make sure you're giving credit to your team members. And as you're giving credit to your team members, what are you also showing them? You're showing them that you have gratitude, that you appreciate them. And that's another thing. Leaders, when they're showing that and they're giving that credit, that's letting people know we appreciate you. Because when everybody's working as a team, and here's the thing, team success sometimes means you might have to give up a little bit of your personal success to have the big team success. So as a leader, we've got to make sure we're reminding people that even though you're giving up a little teeny bit of personal success, as a result of the team success, you'll actually end up with more personal success. So I love that. So Vasha, what you got for us next?
And you know what, Dennis, the thought on that is, it's nothing worse than a leader taking all the credit and forgetting the people that helped them get there. And to also acknowledge that you're human, that you're not perfect, and that you're willing to grow and you're willing to change as well. So let them shine when they win. You're going to always get credit, yet make sure that you uplift them. The more people that you empower and uplift, the more people will want to follow you. So here's another point. Leaders are clear in their direction and their vision. They know who they want on their team. See, these leaders have a target, something that they can put towards their efforts towards achieving. When you work with your team, you set the direction and then move towards it. And that can be motivating, it can be satisfying, and it also gives the team purpose, a reason for actually being. So be very clear in a direction. Nobody wants to follow someone who has no clue where they're going or why they even go in that direction. It's breaking it down to that why. Know what's your purpose, and then having a clear vision of how you're going to get there. So Dennis, you have a thought on that?
Vasha, actually, I do have a thought on that. Thank you so much for that. Vasha is exactly right. Because if you're following somebody who doesn't know where they're going to lead you into a ditch. Nobody wants to be in the ditch. All right. Nobody wants to be, in some kind of craziness. All right. So you've got to have that direction. I mean, we talk about it all the time. If you have a goal and you're shooting at nothing, what are you going to hit? You could say it, nothing. If you're shooting at nothing, you're going to hit nothing. So you got to have a goal. Where are you actually going? And when we get to that next part, okay, who do I want on my team? As a leader, when you're looking at having team success, you need to have those people on your team that can accomplish the specific job or the specific task in the specific time that they need to accomplish it. That's who you want on your team. And as a leader, when you find that person, what's our job? Our job is to make sure that we keep their goal might be a little piece of the big goal. How do we keep that clear direction, that clear vision on their piece that they need to accomplish? Make sure we're there to encourage them, motivate them, and sometimes even educate and teach them so that they can accomplish their specific task. And then, like Vasha said, and that's when we celebrate them, right? They accomplish their task, we celebrate, because if they accomplish that task, and this person accomplishes this task, and this person accomplishes this task, we as a whole team win. And as the leader, we got to have that big vision, to help each person focus on their little visions, and then make sure we celebrate the wins as we have them. So I love that. I love that. So, Vasha, I know you got some things. We're going to talk about some unusual, amazing benefits to this course.
Absolutely. So here are some benefits of taking this course. Now, future leaders, you're going to learn over 4 weeks to discover what leadership truly is to you, and also what it is to our company. You're going to find and understand your passion, your why, and how it fits into that leadership role. You're going to learn and understand the language and terms commonly used in a leadership position. You're going to learn powerful conversations to be able to set appointments with those recruits and help bring them to your team leader. You're going to also learn objection handlers commonly given when setting appointments, and the importance of passive income, our KWMVVVP. We're going to learn all of that. You're going to also learn a practical application to lead an inclusive market center. It's very important to have an inclusive market center. Your ALC members are going to learn to re-engage and fall deeper in love with what an honor it is to hold that position. And then when you graduate, you're going to feel re-energized and ready to go out and just lead the agents in the market center by teaching, bringing recruits, filling the gap in the absence of leadership whenever they need assistance. And during this in-depth review of our KW value pillars, we're going to help leaders to have more powerful internal conversations while reminding them of their why and why they choose to be in business with KW in the first place, which will ultimately increase your growth, retention, and productivity. You're going to have a clear vision in regards to if leadership is even a right path for you and the roadmap to your leadership journey. You're going to gain knowledge and confidence to assist in hosting a powerful career night and learning the importance of an effective needs analysis. And then as you earn opportunities, you're going to be spotlighted to KWRI. You're going to be spotlighted to regions. You're going to be spotlighted to market centers. We always have regions and market centers looking to fill a gap. So we have leaders reaching out to us every day saying, I have this opportunity open. Because you are an agent in lead or a leader in lead, you're going to get exposed to all those opportunities and be able to apply directly. You don't have to worry about where they are anymore. We're going to bring them to you. And then,
hey, Vasha, can I say something on that real quick?
Yes.
You said something earlier, and and you just said it again, and I really want to make sure that people hear it. Okay, because sometimes people they're kind of lollygagging around, looking over here, looking over there, and I want you guys to stop and look. Okay, all right, 100% attention. All right, what Vasha just said earlier, she said when she was starting to look for opportunities, she didn't know what opportunities were available. She didn't know how to get them. This course is going to help bridge that gap for you. So what we want, and she said earlier, you have to tell people what opportunities you're looking for. This course, we want you to tell us what opportunities you're looking for, because she said it. There are leaders from people in my region, regional directors, OP, they're always looking for, where is my talent bench? If I have a productivity coach that's not hitting the numbers like I want to, and I need to find another one, where do I go? Who do I need to look for? I want to see somebody who I know is interested in being a leader. This is that first step. When they find out you've taken this course, then okay, well, obviously this person's serious about being a leader because they spent the time to learn more about leadership. They spent 4 weeks to learn at least the initial steps. What do I need to do to be a leader? So then they look around and they say, okay, I know this person is at least serious about leadership. And that's what we're talking about. Well, if you want to be a team leader, and trust me, team leader is the greatest position in Keller Williams. It's the position that will open up more doors for you than anything else in this company. Let us know that's what you want, because as these OPs in these regions are looking for more and more leadership, we're able to say, hey, look, Leanne was in our class. She's definitely on it. Justin was there. He was on it. That's the kind of thing they're looking for. So you tell us, because people are looking and reaching and looking for leaders everywhere in this company. So there is no position out there that you cannot have. Gary Keller says you can be anywhere you want to be within 5 years. 5 years. And I'll tell you, sometimes you'll be in places you didn't imagine you'd be in 5 years. You're doing the right stuff. So do the right thing. Take the course. I'm gonna get back to Shay. Shay, go ahead. You're all over.
Dennis, hey, I got to keep going with that. I mean, think about it. 5 years ago, I became a bowl coach. 5 years ago, since we created Lead, have become an area director. We got people that are literally screaming at us, find somebody to fill the gap. We've had people that went through Lead and earned an opportunity, who are now filling those open positions, who's now earned them and didn't even have a clue of where to start. So another thing is, you're going to build the confidence knowing that as a future leader, you will have the knowledge, the skills, the culture needed to fill that gap. You're not going to go in blind anymore. You're like, oh, I got the position. Now what? We're going to help prepare you so that you excel in your first 90 to 120 days in that position. So really think about, is this something that you desire, whether it be right now or whether it be in the future? Because guess what? Sometimes you think it's a long-term goal and it becomes a right now goal. When I became a bowl coach, that was like in my mind, a way down the line goal. And because I wrote it down and told my MAPS coach about it, that same year, I was graced with that opportunity. So opportunities are not just team leaders, OPs, regional directors. Opportunities might be a MAPS coach, bowl coach. It could be anything within our ecosystem. So we're going to teach you about every available opportunity that's even out there that you might not even know exist. So I want to thank you for spending time with us today. We went over some qualities that great leaders possess, particularly knowing that you have to invest in yourself as a leader. You also learn that leaders are influencers and leaders are clear in their vision and direction. We talked about some incredible benefits. And as an individual, you're going to learn powerful conversations that's going to increase your income through profit share. We have more people that are making more money doing profit share than they are selling real estate. And you're going to build a foundation.
Let me add one more thing to that.
Yes.
Okay, because people are going to say, well, okay, some people aren't making any money in real estate. If they get $1 profit share, they make it more profit share. No, that's not what she's talking about. All right. The top profit share earners are making over $1 million a year in profit share. 1 million. All right. Over 1 million. Not $1, not $10, not $100. Over $1 million a year in profit share. So that's what she's talking about. She's saying they're making more profit share than they're making in their real estate. Okay.
Right. Because some people might then say, I don't even want to be in leadership. I want to learn how to go and increase my profit share. So I'm going to come here and learn to have the powerful conversation so I can go do just that and then send them to my team leader.
Yep.
So doing that, you're going to also build a foundation for your success as a present or future leader. This is not just for agents. We have leaders already that are taking our program over and over again. Now, if you are already a market center leader, you're going to encourage all ALC members to re-engage at a higher level. That's going to help strengthen your retention and recruiting, which results in more production and more profit. And again, that you're going to feel energized to lead agency and market center through teaching, training, and bringing more recruits. You are developing a market center of leaders. That's true leverage. So Dennis, let's take it away.
All right, we want to make sure we value your time. So here's what I'm gonna say. All right, you've now heard us for the last 25 minutes. Sign up now, okay? Let's cut through all the BS. Sign up now. Don't wait, sign up now. Rodrigo, Vasha, if one of you could put the link in there. Look, here's the deal, or you can go to mapscoaching.com. You know, in the first 3 launches, Vasha kind of mentioned it, we had over 400 people go through this program, and people have already gotten leadership positions, whether it be team leader, various team leader positions, various productivity coaching positions, you know, all those types of positions have already been filled as a result of this program. People have become ALC members, you know, they've just done so many other things, OPs, all that stuff happened, you know, market center investors, all of that's happened as a result of this course, okay? Now, once you register, what's gonna happen is you're gonna have access to our Facebook community, which means you're gonna be able to interact with each other, and you're going to be able to interact with graduates of LEAD, people who've already gotten some of these positions and things like that, okay? Because this community is exclusive. So the only people in this community are people who are in LEAD now and people who graduated from LEAD. And when we're finding and we're seeing these positions opening up, who are we looking for? We're looking for the people that have graduated, the people that are on the Facebook page, people that are communicating, and you might even hear something in your office that maybe you don't want, and you can put it on there so somebody else might want to take advantage of it. So there's a community that you definitely want to be a part of. So once again, register when?
Now,
okay? Now, all right? And I want to say this. We've been doing this now for, actually, it's a year's coming up now, Vasha. It's a year, wow, look at that. We just want to say we are so thrilled to be partnering with you on your leadership journey. And, you know, KW leadership is a phenomenal thing. And you're going to learn about leadership qualities and goals and stuff that will even affect your personal life. If you just want to be a better leader in your community or a better leader in your home, you know, mother, father, all of that is in there for you. Okay. So I want to say this on behalf of my phenomenal co-coach, co-author, Vasha Chevalier, and our special guest, Amina Blake, even though she's not here, like I said, our thoughts and prayers are going out to her. I want to say my name is Dennis Russell, and we're going to see you on May 19th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 Central, 12 Mountain, and 11 Pacific. And remember, the 2 most important days of your life are the day you were born and the day you figure out why. Could KW leadership be your why?
Rodrigo, can you put that link back in the chat box? Someone said they didn't see it. So please put that back in that chat box. Let's make sure that everyone sees that registration link. Don't wait to do it. Do it now. Like I said, even if you're not ready today, life happens, things change, and it might come sooner than you think. So it was our pleasure and our honor to bring a little bit of knowledge to you today. We trust that we will see you in our upcoming launch in LEAD. And if you need anything, please don't hesitate. Reach out to Dennis or myself or Amina, and we're here to serve you. So thank you so much.
Oh, there you go. There it goes. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much for spending a little time with us today. We are truly blessed.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Just out of curiosity, we do have another minute. If anyone has a question, you know, you can get a minute's worth of an answer to the question.
I'm still not seeing the link.
Okay, all right, you have your chat open?
I have my chat open. The only thing I see is from Emanuela Belzines to everyone asking about the time commitments. I don't see anything else.
Do you see the reply, the answer to the time commitments?
I do not.
Justin, what's your email?
It's it's going to be my name, Justin Brandon, Branden.
Hold on, let me pull up my email. I can send it to you while we're on the phone. Okay. Justin
BRANDEN
Mhm.
at KW.com.
So I have JUSTINBRANDEN at KW.com.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me if you get this. Here. Just sent it.
All right. Yes, ma'am. I got it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you in lead. And hey, go tell everybody about it. They need to get in lead too.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate the opportunity. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. All right.
Bye.
Bye.